Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tell Me Why. Now, last time we had gotten a call about the house, but we said nope, we're not ready to. We saw the other memory, and yep, we were just about to head back to the car and keep going wherever we were going. Over the
So
bridge.
I have to warn you, I'm not sure we're getting any answers out of Eddie.
You won't have a choice. We're not 10 years old anymore.
He'll probably say he's too busy to talk. That's how he tends to avoid conflict.
We're not looking for conflict, just answers.
Let's be honest. Lately, that's been pretty much the same thing.
I haven't been trying to pick fights. You know that, right? I just want closure, that's all.
I know. I
Where are
need
you
some of it too.
going?
Hey! Look what I found!
Oh? Ah, that's nice.
Aha! I knew it was still here.
I knew we'd been here before. We claimed it as part of the Ronin kingdom.
And it still is. All it needs is a little update.
What are you doing?
What I wanted to do back then, but I didn't have the guts. There, looking better already.
You're right. Way better.
Yeah, there we go. That's lovely. Alright, so yeah, we're off to Eddie now, see if we can get any more answers out of him. Oh, okay. Correct the old graffiti on the tree.
So, what's the plan?
We go inside and calmly ask Eddie why he was there that day.
Alright.
Let's try to let him get his side of the story out, okay?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I understand, Mr. Barrow. I'll be sure to let him know. Yes, I have it all written down. Have a good day, Mr. Barrow. Morning, Missy.
How do you get stuck working reception?
Rose called in sick this morning. I'm covering for her while I try to get my paperwork done. What are you doing here?
Just checking in with Uncle Eddie.
I'm guessing from the identical features that this is Tyler?
Tyler, Denise, Denise, Tyler.
Wilson, could you tell Officer Vincenzi that I'll be... Oh, good morning, Allison.
Hi, Uncle.
I'm gonna take Dr. Torres' statement. No need for Vincenzi to come back to the station.
He doesn't seem like he's in the best of moods.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he's been a little off all day. Good luck.
Oh, we're back as Tyler. I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Great. He has an excuse to brush us off.
I'm sure he'll
Well,
make
that
time.
was very rude of you, Addison. Why'd you just walk into me? Alright. You don't need to look around here again.
Oh, hello, kids.
Hello, middle-aged adult.
Everything all right? Your uncle said you two were going to be knee-deep in trash for a few days.
A few days? That's optimistic. It feels like every time we clear out a drawer, 2 more just appear out of thin air.
Huh. Yes, you got my sympathies. When we emptied Linda's parents' house, oof, I thought we'd have to rent a backhoe.
How is Linda? I feel like I haven't seen her in months.
Good. Yeah, she started working over at the high school as the librarian. Pay's not great, but she gets to see the kids every day, so...
I bet Brendan's thrilled.
Oh, yeah. Happy as any teenager who's got to spend extra time with his mom.
Well, I'll let you work.
No worries. You're not a bother.
Alright. Let's have a little talk there to
Dr.
Eddie.
Torres, you said your daughter was with you during the incident?
Yes,
Maybe not
she
then.
was.
I'll need her information too then. Can you give me her name and date of birth?
Okay. Isabella Henderson, July 16th, 2009.
Henderson.
Maybe a bit
Different last name?
just to interrupt him.
Yes, her father's. My ex-husband.
Does she live with you most of the time?
No, her father has
Stop looking.
primary
Look
custody.
away.
Because of my hours.
Don't
She stays
pretend.
with me
Don't
all
let them know you're listening. Wait, where'd Tyler go? Not Tyler, Allison.
I got so wrapped up with Tyler coming that it totally slipped my mind. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Was that like about our birthday or something? I remember we leaving her the note. Alright, Eddie.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Incident
Right.
report states you called yesterday at 6:13 a.m. because someone vandalized your mailbox. Officer Vincenzi was dispatched to your home at 6:29 a.m., but you couldn't stay to give a statement?
I had to be in surgery at 9. I was already running behind.
Of course. Says here you work at Cottonwood Hospital?
That's right.
That sure is a commute.
It certainly is.
What's your usual working hours?
I'm a surgical resident at one of the only hospitals in Southeast Alaska. I'm basically
ready?
always on call.
Where
Yeah,
did you,
of course.
you keep... There you are. We're back here.
Really appreciate you
Alright,
coming in.
I want to let him finish.
Did you need
Well-
something, Allison?
Yeah. Tyler, shall we?
Morning, Chief Brown.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt him, but...
Good morning, Tyler.
Hey, could we talk to you in private? It's a little urgent.
Can you excuse me for a second, Dr. Torres? What's going on, you two?
We had a few more questions about her mother.
Look, now's not the best time.
Well, maybe we can come back later then?
Excuse me. Come on. Guys, I'm understaffed today. I've got a receptionist out sick, an officer dealing with personal issues. I need to finish taking this woman's statement, and I don't have time to chat right now.
We were just hoping for some answers.
Well, I don't know what more you think I'm going to say. I already told you everything. I need to get back to this complaint. Sorry, guys.
It's kind of rude the way he pushed through both of them.
Oh, I hate when he's stubborn like that.
What was
So I
that?
know.
Was that there?
Of course, Miss Torres.
We'll get the truth ourselves.
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves. Where do you think they'd stash her file?
I don't know. The archive room? Maybe Eddie's office? Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
Could you go through the full details of your morning with me, Dr. Torres?
Of course. I woke up at 5 and got ready for work. Isabella's father was coming over to pick her up at 6:30. So I woke her up at 6. I made breakfast. And as we were eating,
What's the holding
I
cell?
hadn't grabbed the mail the night before. Isabella asked to come with me. So I helped her into her coat and boots before we went out. We stepped outside. It was still quite dark, but she spotted it anyway. Something was going through our mailbox.
Let's go upstairs, Tyler.
To it
Okay.
because I was shutting the
Yeah,
door.
I didn't know where we were supposed to go.
But
I
Isabella
was kind of interested in that story. All right, upstairs. Okay.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. We're just, I was just telling Tyler where the upstairs bathroom is. Tyler, help me out here.
Oh, yeah. Toilet emergency, lake water, you know, Mother Nature's juice cleanse.
There's a bathroom just past the break room. Behind you. First door on your right.
Forget it, Tyler. There's no way we're getting upstairs out in the open like this. It's too suspicious. There must be another way up.
Should we just look around?
Yeah, okay. Act normal.
Is it this way? In here was a break room, I believe.
There's no access to the first floor this way. We need to
I
find
was-
another way up.
Okay, I was just gonna have a look. All right.
Could you go through the full details of your morning?
There's no access to the first floor this way. We need to find another way up.
Can I go through there?
at 5 and got ready.
Do we just like walk outside again? I think that might be it.
So I woke her up at
It'd be real nice if Tyler could do a little bit of sprinting, or even just walk slightly faster.
You head now?
Ooh, gotta get going.
Yeah, gotta get going. Later.
Okay. Oh, hey, there we go, finally. Alright. Be safe, not sorry. Fireworks leaving instead of Alaska, then fireworks show instead.
So that mailbox bandit struck again, huh?
Apparently so.
Okay. And then that one over there. Oh yeah, that's like... Okay. Anything in
Those
there?
garbage cans are like the opposite of bear-proof. You know, it's actually really unhealthy for animals to eat our trash.
Simmer down. We don't have time for a ranger rant. And I've got the Wildlife Channel too, you know.
Where is Edison? Is she still inside? Anyway, there we go. Let's go upstairs.
There. Fire exit.
It opens up to a staircase on the side of the building, but it'll definitely be locked from the inside. If one of us were to create a diversion, the other could slip upstairs and open the door. And since you're the troublemaker, I nominate you as the one to make a scene.
Wait,
Thanks.
really?
Got a better idea?
Aren't cops, like, trained to notice suspicious behavior? I'm not exactly an amazing actor.
Figure out something simple and commit. I have faith in you.
I like the detail of like the snow in his hair. It's nice. Anything over here I could have a look at? National Guard. I want to see what that little thing there is. Just stuff those for oil cleaner. Join the... No, I want to read the one. Okay, I guess not. Nothing there, I don't think. Nothing in the bathroom. Nothing over here. I think we could just look at them again, but there's nothing much to do there.
How about
Okay, you
saying
look
someone's
outside?
climbing the fence?
Really?
I could pretend they're outside, trying to break in.
All right.
Maybe not. I'll have a look, see if there's any better options first. But I mean, if that's our only thing, which it very well may be. Ugh. Okay, anything over there? Fire drill. There we go, perfect. Now, there's a fire extinguisher. There is...
That pile of paperwork?
What about it?
I could tip it over.
Kind of messy, but I mean, sure.
Great diversion. Just like, yep, oops, drop some papers on the floor. I think they'd be, I think they'd just be like, all right, pick it up, and then leave it at that. I did notice if the fire alarm there. Look, is it going to be like, oh, start flicking the lights or something? Is that going to be your next suggestion?
Guess I probably can't trip the circuit breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
No. I'm gonna keep looking around for a fire alarm button thing, because you did see that on the desk. So surely, since they're giving us multiple options, and none of them are particularly great, like they could look out the window and be like, there is like literally no one there. Like by the time they, anything over here? Now, we did get the option there a few minutes ago to say, oh, Tyler's just going out for a smoke. And they have that there, so I wonder if that will be in any way related. I wish I could save, just in case I, like, do something stupid. There's nothing out here. Oh. Nope, I can't press that, can I? Damn, okay. If I leave again, is she going to say the same thing? No, it won't let me leave again. Okay. I'm going to be real honest. I kind of want to, like... I kind of want to turn off the lights. I think it'd be kind of funny. I'll just have a look here, just in case. Nope, nothing perfect. And there, not really. Missing persons. Nope.
What about those missing people posters? I could pretend I've seen someone.
Yeah, sure. Might work.
might work. Like, you could give me some ideas, Alison. Jesus. Is there like literally nothing I can do? I will never read this again, can I? No, it won't even let me. It won't even let me look at it again. Great. Okay, what if I... Was there something there I could read? I just saw the thing pop up there a second ago. Oh, reading the door. Okay, reception. Anything in here? Not really. What is that? It's like a bag or something. I can't tell what that is. You all good there? Okay. What was it? What was it she said when I was like, "Oh, I could look at the window"? Well, she was not too happy about that. All right, sure. Let's do it.
Greg's? I think someone's trying to climb over the station fence.
Must be the Harold kid again.
Huh?
Yeah, Jackson Harold's kid. He climbs over the fence because he doesn't, and I quote, feel like going round the block.
Ah, right.
Tyler.
What? Why don't you do something? You're just standing there by the door. All right. Fine. I'll tip over the papers, and they're gonna just tell me to pick it up, aren't they? Because that's reasonable.
Jesus, Tyler, what happened?
Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Just leave that there.
Okay, yeah, Alison managed to climb up the stairs there. Okay, perfect.
I'm in position.
What now?
Turn right when you exit the station and follow the side of the building. The staircase will be right there.
I was up the staircase earlier. I know where the staircase is. Alright, let's go.
Crisp winter air.
Okay, I'm by the door.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way! I'm like literally going as fast as Tyler will walk, which isn't very fast for some reason. Come on, pal. Just like a little bit of...
Shit.
Where are you?
Right here. Open the door.
Okay. She didn't see me. You,
I
like...
can get in. Oh God, what did I just do?
You took control of your destiny. Own it.
Alright, we're inside now. Do you have to go into his office? I feel like it's a terrible idea, breaking and entering into a police station.
The police chief of Delos Crossing hosts charity events?
Huh? Oh, yeah. The community social. He volunteered to help. And since he pretty much knows everyone, and more importantly, who's called the cops on who, he's in charge of the seating chart. If Eddie catches us in here...
There's no turning back now.
That is not anything necessary. Anything there?
personnel
Looks like this is where
files,
Brown keeps all his personal mail.
budgets, but 0 case files.
Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
None of our business.
I was just having a look at it. You know, Alison, I wasn't going to read the whole thing. I just want to have a look, make sure nothing...
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fireweed? Oh,
What'd you find?
it's an invoice. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed administration would like to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
I knew Eddie pulled some strings to send you there, but... that's a lot of money.
More backdoors and secret moves.
Maybe he didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
Well, now I feel like I'm in his debt.
Okay, that's very interesting. What about this down here?
You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009?
I did, but they rejected me.
Oh,
Michael
that's a
and I
shame.
were supposed to go together. He went, but I was stuck here for the summer with no one but Justin Beaver for company. Why?
Well, this letter says you got in.
What the hell?
What?
So he just turned it down?
I'm sorry, Allison.
Shouldn't be surprised he's lied to me in the past.
Interesting. Okay. And 2009, this is like a lot more recent. I just want to have another look at this again. Anything? Subject Howard's deposition. Reattempt to be successful. Okay. No, nothing important there. But that's interesting. Okay.
You finding anything?
That's
Huh. The Delos Police Force is getting a new officer.
Finally.
Nothing important there.
This guy has a record, and not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Ooh,
Eddie has a
armed
really
robbery?
hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
Jesus.
There's always a choice.
Armed robbery, flight to avoid prosecution, drug paraphernalia, obsession, slash use. Jesus, okay. And... okay.
Seriously? You're gonna try to hack into his computer?
We're here for information, and computers are basically information pinatas.
Riri Nacho Mama. You reply all, Sherlock. URLs here, kids leaving dirty dishes in the sink would have been cleaning up themselves. Alright, well, personally, stuff's like put into the washer, they can see how it works. Okay. Cancel meeting. Okay. Implicit bias training. Please remember what is required. Punishment has nothing to do with dismissal of Randy Spears. We can go into the discussion no matter who we are. Reading material. 50 grand.
Huh. Tom invited Eddie over for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying way too hard to get Eddie's endorsement.
Does he? Support Tom?
He preferred staying neutral.
I don't know. I didn't catch myself. What is this morning's catch? Okay. Tom Vecchi from there.
Whoa. Brown looked at our file this morning.
Wait, what? What
With
does
the
that
Ronin
mean?
case.
I
It
don't
hasn't
know.
been
But there's a
digested
reference
yet.
number. R68653.
You can find the paper originals in the archive. For other references about the case, transcripts of phone calls have been taken out, but you can find the digitized calls to the appendix. Let me know if you need anything more. Zarber, okay.
One of his
Interesting.
emails mentioned the archives. That's gotta be where our file is.
Okay, well that's interesting. I think we're going to leave it here for today's video though. So I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!